Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We are taking on a rematch here against a Japanese player here with Bramamon. And we're going to go with a hit and run team here to start off the day, or start off this session. Yeah, that's probably a better word. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and Kagero. Yeah, Kagero is going to take care of this. Really nice trap placements, but disarm trap, kind of makes it not matter. Primarily because there's no Kanto control here, so it's pretty easy to just go in and get out. Also, no far save, so I don't have to worry about any armor units. But really, this is kind of a cav line, but not really. Again, I wish I had invested a little bit more in my I started the game late, so I probably wouldn't have had the chance to put so much into Bramamon, but he's such a good mythic after his refine. I think he's going to hold up because of the damage piercing. But yeah, aside from that, not really too much here that's threatening, because again, what this really is, it's a cav line, but not really. This map is particularly good because of what it offers. The breakable blocks.
Really?
There's the block break mechanic where the range units will come down, break the block, and then depending on your follow-up, whether you have a dancer or some type of warp mechanic, it's easy for the opponent's back row to get sniped. So yeah, that's really what this map is set up to do. So we're just going to back out of the lane here that is open.
You have my
the opponent's team will open a block of their own, I suspect. Probably the one that's where Ather is, because that's the one that's most readily available. But for the meantime, what we'll do is move out of the way of this one that I just opened, and I think I can back up Ather as well, so we should be fine. The only concern is the...
I agree.
What's that thing called again? Gravity, Tactics Room. But since it's Crom, he'll be able to remove that debuff to change fate. Yeah, pretty much what I expected. There's the warp, and there's the other warp, so that could have been bad if you had not positioned properly. Those are the type of things that you would have looked out for. It was Citrine that was providing the warp movement there to everyone. Really, really good unit. Still really love Citrine. Just don't use her very much because they're just better nukes. As a support unit, she's fantastic, but they're just better nukes in the game. Gotta pay attention here in terms of what I'm gonna do next here. This is a little bit
we'll make a path.
Tricky. I wanted to avoid saying that, but it is tricky because I'm gonna have to put down some flame terrain so that the calves or just the range units in general can't get to me. A lot of range threats here. It would have been good to have a far save, but not the team that I went with.
As always.
I'm gonna need to take out Citrine as well.
Your plan.
Really?
Primarily because she's providing the warping, and I don't want any weird warp shenanigans to happen. And also Cordelia, because she's the most advanced of the range units, so she's threatening the most space into my back row, so she has to go as well. Just gotta think about how I'm gonna go about this. I think we do this with Ather. Oh my god, 3.
Felicitations.
Is all of this just from the lethality?
Faster than the wind.
Oh my god. Wow, reflective damage. Oh my god. Okay, well, he's gone.
Let's go.
Ooh, I don't get the Guild Force anymore because I Dagger 7. I think that's what that is. Alright, never mind. We will use another method to get rid of her. What do I do here? What do I do next? Gotta go after Curvacer, and I gotta go after Citrine, I think. How do I do that? I think I have a little bit of a plan. I just gotta put it together. But But yeah, CYL, we should be getting the results tonight. Very excited to see what that's going to bring about. I don't remember if I posted my votes, my ballots, but I probably will. It'll probably be up by the time this video is out. Pretty much threw all of my votes at Yunaka and a couple votes at Alphonse. And, yeah, that's pretty much how I voted. And we're going to do this here. Nice. We don't have to worry about her DR since Crom just is going to do too much damage and he cuts DR in half, so she's just going to go bye-bye. And yeah, once CYL comes out, we're going to have the mythic legend, the mythic banner to look out for at the end of the month. That should wrap us up for the month of January. A lot of exciting things going on. I'm probably expecting maybe a Fae channel as well in a couple of weeks, maybe, if not sooner. Just to give us an idea of what's going to be upcoming in the next couple of months. Yeah, it's a really January is always an exciting time in Fae, and it's always good to have orbs in this month. But usually, most people don't have orbs because the December banners usually go pretty hard. So, yeah, I'm in the same boat as everyone else, just trying to get by. I finally pulled on the Nabatan banner, the desert banner, and I got nothing whatsoever. I had to spark. I sparked the harmonic because it makes the most sense. I'm really not going to be doing much with. I wouldn't have been doing much with Altina, and Juno is just a sword flyer. I'm not going to use her. So it made the most sense just to take the harmonic unit, and that's it. I'm not going back on that banner. We'll see what comes about on the double special. What I do from here? There's a war potential where if someone moves onto that trap, then Bramamon can warp down, and then Citrine can warp down and hit pretty far. So I think it's probably best for me to just back out like this. And see what happens with Citrine's warp. I just wasn't able to maneuver into position to take her out on that last turn, but it works out fine. Yeah, it works out pretty fine here. We're gonna go ahead and take out Citrine and Ganungagap and leave Bramamon for last since he's the farthest one back. And that should be that for this map. We'll take out the pots and move on to the next one. We're gonna play one more just because as I said, I typically miss a day or skip a day just so that I can have a little me time. You know, everyone needs a little me time. But yeah, CYL is what I'm really looking forward to. Again, it should be out, if not tonight, then maybe Monday. I don't know why they would hold off though. I mean, you only need like a day to tabulate the results. It should be automatic pretty much. And then from there, yeah. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the month for Fae. In terms of the banner, I don't think I did a full overview of the banner. I think I just gave like my thoughts just now. I don't think it's like anything crazy. I was kind of hoping for a Cav, but no Cav, so no glory. But I do think the Green rather is really nice. Very wonderful art on the banner. No weird Byleth art this time around. So yeah, really happy with the choices and the design options. The potential for a infantry line that people keep talking about really doesn't excite me. I mean, they do have a lot of the strongest nuking potentials, but again, it's still pretty easy to get around if you know what you're doing. But GG's, we're going to play one more and continue talking. Alright, here is our second match for the day. We're taking on Irby, and we're going to use the same team this time because it's a pretty straightforward map to hit and run. Again, no Kanto control, so we're just going to be able to go straight in and out with no problems. I just picked up my first copy of Celine, and she's probably going to be fodder because I have like no other copies of Kanto control, so I have to do this. And I'm not going to really use her. I just got to figure out who to fodder it to. Maybe Crom, but I really like having the Times Pulse on Crom, so I don't know, but I mean Valentine's Crom, of course, but we'll see. It's really like I'm thinking about, and it's like in terms of Kanto control, in terms of fodder, it's very nice, Veronica. Almost done. Whenever I'm thinking of Kanto control and fodder, it's always in regards to summoner duels, because that's where you really need the Kanto control fodder. Now the thing is, the units change so often that it's very hard to keep up in terms of who is going to be a good nuke versus a specific tank A, B, C, whoever comes out new. But typically armor effective damage ages really well, so you're probably looking at someone who can do both. Nuke well and has armor effective damage, and that fits Valentine's Crown perfectly. So that's probably where I'm going to put the copy that I have with Celine, unless there's some type of attuned hero or something that comes out and I'm able to like duplicate it and put it on more units. But for now, that's probably where my head is at. I don't have a lot of copies of Kanto control. I have one more legendary Robin in the bank, but I'm going to hold on to that just for a little bit. Maybe I'll hold on to that one for skill duplication. Aside from that, Veronica comes all the way down. Third in the back row. Yeah, okay. But Embla should move first because she's melee and she won't get as far. Yeah, really? This one should be fine as well. But yeah, aside from that, really not that much going on in terms of like face stuff that anything that's crazy. The defense is doing about what I expected it to do. Not a lot of range on one of the defenses that I built, and you'll see it. That is a problem. But it's still doing okay. It's just something that I had as a concept. Just wanted to see how it would work, and it's working pretty well. I really like it. I'll probably add like one more.
Good morning.
Maybe I'll add it to this one, or I'll add it to the last video for the week. I'm not sure which one I'll do yet. Maybe I'll just pre-record it and then add it on. It's gonna be like a. I got hit on defense and he sent me a friend request, so I was like, all right, cool. I can't rematch you now because I'm gonna be looking at your defense. So yeah, I'll just do it as a separate. Just to see what he's got on there and then put it out. Yeah. But is there anything else? No. Not much going on. I've mostly been just chilling and watching Frieren, which is like the #1 anime of 2023. I don't disagree. It's very good. Very, very good. Like, it's the only anime that I've actually been watching week by week. Yo, what are you doing, sir? Gatekeeper. What are you doing? Debuffs.
We'll make a path.
Not dying.
Really?
That's the true defense right there. It's really coming in clutch for him. Might be 2 combats more than likely. I'll get him. But yeah, that's the only anime that I'm watching, Frieren. Week by week. I haven't watched an anime week by week since Spy X Family came out. And that one's really good as well. But Frieren is actually there's something about it that you just can't put your finger on. It has that certain quality. It's not like the most action-packed thing, but it's the sequences are just so good. It's so rewarding to watch that you just keep going back. I haven't read anything, so I'm just watching the anime only. So it's been a pretty good journey so far. I've been watching Netflix with Baki the Grappler. They did an extension or an edition or something exclusive on Netflix, and it's pretty good because I didn't like where the anime ended off. So I'm happy that Netflix did their own adaptation of it. It got real weird. He was fighting dinosaurs and stuff. I was like, what is going on? But it's alright. I like that they closed the main storyline because it ended without him fighting his father, and they kind of fixed that, which is pretty dope. That's where I'm at. Yeah, he's gonna fight him, of course. I haven't watched it yet, but he's gonna fight him. And then after that, I'm probably gonna pick up. I really want to watch the latest season of Fargo because Fargo is a really good TV show on FX. If you haven't checked that out, definitely. It's not for kids, But yeah, it's a really good show on FX. Very, very quirky and violent and fun. So yeah, I'm probably gonna pick that up at some point. Anything else? I don't know, man. I don't have anything Fae related to talk about. Things have just been going pretty cool. The most interesting thing that I've seen so far that I'd probably want to just bring up a little bit is
It matters not.
what's her face? Tina. Like overall, I think she's a really, really fun and useful unit. It's just that I don't know where to use her. It's definitely Ether Raids, but I don't know. She's so versed. I think there isn't like a best place for her. I think she's just good, and you can just use her wherever in Ether Raids. I think that's going to be her main appeal. I saw someone do a thing where they took Medios's. They stole the On Guard from Medios and allowed the Bolt Tower to actually work on the. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that. So basically, Tina steals Medios's On Guard, and then the Bolt Tower goes off afterwards because of action order. Her thing goes off before. Well, the On Guard goes off, and then she goes to do her thing and steal the buffs, and then the Bolt Tower goes off and it hits the enemy team. I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. But that's just one application of her. I really want to try and get the best out of her on defense, which is what I'm trying to do in Anima season. But aside from that, really not that much interesting to talk about. Water season is going to be over soon, so I don't know what I'm going to be going back to because Camilla has been such a wonderful addition. Fjorm has enjoyed the partnership. Summer Fjorm being able to just pierce the armies that things don't live. Yeah, that's good. And just like in team building overall, it's just good to have that ability to not have to worry about getting hit by a wall of damage reduction. So I'm really wondering what the new mythics are going to be and how they're going to be able to outdo Legendary Camilla. Maybe they just like go back to like a lower power grade, because there really isn't that much that you can add to the game now that's gonna be different and good. It's gonna just be like adding effects on top of each other. Because first off, you had like Legendary Sigurd with his extra movement, and he did that, and he granted everyone extra movement. That was like really, really cool. Then you had like Pathfinder and Warping and stuff, and now we're at Piercing DR.
All right.
And I don't think you get much better than that. Like, Piercing DR is pretty much like the thing that you want to be doing. Halving, piercing, full piercing, whatever it is. So I don't think there's any effect that they could add to the game that's going to be able to top what Legendary Camilla does. So I see her being like top tier support unit in the game for a very, very long time. Unless, I mean, even if they do start adding like true DR, because things are stackable. We've seen Diamond, for instance, just his true DR alone just isn't enough. What I do here?
This way.
Like, yeah, Diamond definitely needs stackable damage reduction. And that's really how I think the Bulwark skill that Altina, the new Altina has, would benefit him the most, because just his offense, well, he can't even use it because his weapon is like, no, I can't use any DR aside from my true DR. And that's really Diamond's biggest weakness, that he can't stack DR at all. But let's see where they go. I'm expecting more true DR, speed-based as well. I'm very surprised that it was still getting like wrecked by Byleth. So I'm really not sure where they go in terms of like new skills or effects, or what can they do to make the game different? Like how, like they put the chip damage and the flame, the terrains, the fire, the stone, whatever, they put that in, but they've added so much so quickly that it's kind of like, where do you go from here? What other terrain can you add? I mean, obviously you're going to add something that can prevent the terrains from having the effects, or maybe something that blocks the chip damage, but that's like natural progression. But you want something that's going to be like different, like out of nowhere. Like when Gatekeeper came out and he had that obstruct and warp effect, and you're like, whoa, what's going on here? And everyone was like, Gatekeeper's underrated, until everyone started warping everywhere and you realize that this is the potential of it. Or Crom with his healing buffs, and then the status effects just came out of nowhere and just like multiplied. And now Brave Crom is like one of the best units in the game. So what are they going to do, you know, to make the game different? And that's really what my concern is. But I mean, they're making money, so I don't put anything past them in terms of just game design and being able to improve things in the game moving forward. No one sees the game dying anytime soon. It's such a well-oiled machine at this point that I really don't see how they can like go wrong at this point.
It matters not.
Hot's cured. And I think we're gonna have to go next turn. Can't reach Yoon. I was looking at the next Hall of Form batch, and I'm probably gonna skip like all of those units. They're so bad. So yeah, I'm gonna spend all 3 of my Former Souls on the baby banner that's out now, the baby Hall of Forms that's out now. I'm gonna get Marth, Merrick, and Kata. I wanted to pick up Chris as well, but I just don't have enough. But yeah, GG's. That's it for me. See you in the next one.